Hello student, welcome to third year. In third year, in fifth semester, our subject is Advanced Java Programming, that is AJP, subject code 22517. Myself, Minal Yuvraj Chaudhary. First, we see the total marks for this subject. For theory, this subject contains 100 marks, 70 marks for end semester exam. Examination mode is online, and 30 marks for theory PA, that is internal marks, which include 2 unit tests and 1 micro project. Unit tests contain 20 marks and micro project contain 10 marks. So total 30 marks for internal theory PA. Next, for practical, this subject have 50 marks, 25 practical end semester exam, which is external examiner, uh, and 25 for internal PA. The learning outcomes of this video is: first we see what is AWT, then Java AWT hierarchy, then we see AWT containers like Windows, frame and panel, and at last we see the useful methods of component class. In this subject, first chapter is abstract windowing toolkit, which have 12 marks. So we first see the introduction to AWT. Java AWT. AWT stands for Abstract Windowing Toolkit. It is an API. API means application interface to develop GUI or Windows based application in Java. GUI means graphical user interface. So simple, we take one example. All of you see the sign up form. Simple Google, when you create account on Google, that is Gmail, that time one sign up form is open, or at any website when you sign up, that time one form is open. That form is simple one example of GUI, that is graphical user interface, that is developed, that is designed by these AWT components. Then Java AWT components are platform dependent, that is components are displayed according to view of operating system. Means in different operating system, the component are displayed according to the operating systems. So hence it is platform dependent component. Next point is AWT is heavyweight. That means simple, AWT components are heavyweight. That is components are the use the resources of operating system. Next one, the java.awt package provide classes for AWT API such as text field, label, text area, checkbox, choice list, etc. In last semester we study the subject Java programming. In that subject we study different packages like java.util, java.applet. Similarly, java.awt is one package. That package is studied in this first chapter, which contain the various subclass regarding AWT components. Then next we see the Java AWT hierarchy. In Java AWT hierarchy, the topmost class is object class, then component class. In component class there are various classes regarding component and container. First class is button, next one is label, then checkbox, next is choice, next list, then text field, and last one is container. So these are the various component subclass of component class. Next one, in container there are two subclass, windows and panel. Next, panel contain one class, that is applet, that we study in last semester. And in windows there are two subclass, that is dialog and frame. So these are the Java AWT hierarchy. All class are we study one by one in this chapter in next few lectures. The examination mode of this subject is online, and in online mode the questions are asked like MCQs type. So we think about some questions. First question is, give the abbreviation of AWT. Options are applet windowing toolkit, abstract windowing toolkit, absolute windowing toolkit, and none of above. So answer of this question is abstract windowing toolkit, that is second option B. Next question is, Java AWT components are, options are platform dependent, heavyweight, both A and B, and none of above. So as we see, the Java AWT component are platform dependent and heavyweight. Both options are right. So answer is both A and B. Next question is, dash dash is not a container in AWT. Options are panel, applet, frame, and list. The answer of this question is list. Next we see the AWT containers. Basically, the container is a component in AWT that can contain another components like button, list, and label, or etc. So simple container is also one component, and in the container we can add various component like button, list, label, text field, etc. The class that extend container class are known as container, such as frame, dialog, and panel. So in this we use the inheritance concept that we see in Java programming subject in last semester. So the extends keyword is used to extend the class container to use frame, dialog, and panel. The various container in AWT. The applet also one container that we see in last semester in Java subject. The another containers, first is window. The window is the container that have no border and menu bar. You must use frame, dialog, or another window for creating a window. So main point of window container is it not have borders and menu bars. Next container is panel. The panel is the container that does not contain title bar and menu bar. It can have other components like button, label, or etc. So main point of panel is it does not contain title bar and menu bar. Next one and very important container is frame. The frame is the container that contain title bar and can have menu bar. It can have other components like button, label, etc. So frame is a very important container and mostly we use in the practical. Next we see some useful methods of component class. First method is public void add, and in we pass one parameter component object. This method is used to insert the component into container. So when you want to insert some component in container, that time this method is used. Next method is public void set size. This method have two parameters, integer width and integer height. This method is used to set the size of component. Size means to set width and height of component, we use this method. Next method is public void set layout, and this method have one parameter, object of layout manager. This method is used to define the layout manager for the component. So layout is another important topic in first chapter that we see in lateral. The next method is public void set visible. This method have one parameter boolean status. This method is used to change the visibility of the component. By default it is false. So to set the visibility of any component, this method is used. Next we see some MCQ questions. First question is dash dash is the container that contain title bar and can have menu bars. Options are windows, frame, panel, all of this. The answer of this question is frame. Frame is the container that contain title bar and can have menu bars. Next question is public void add method is of dash dash class. So options are graphics, component, container, none of this. Answer is component. Public void add method is of component class. Next one, the public void set size method used to set dash dash of the component. The options are width, height, both A and B, and only width. So answer of this question is both. The public void set size method used to set width and height of the component. Thank you.